Chef Buck here, and today we're going to make a flourless banana pancake in real time. So if you get up in the morning and come stumbling into the kitchen, this is about how long it'll take you to make this breakfast. We're going to need some egg, and I think that's it out of the fridge. Maybe we'll put some fruit as well. We'll put a little bit of blueberry and a little bit of walnut so that our pancakes will have a little bit of character. Because basically it's just going to be an egg and a banana. And I'm just making this for me. Just one little lonely person. You know, think of one banana as one person. So this is just going to be a single serving recipe. But you know, if you're 2 people, double up this recipe. If you're 3 people, triple up this recipe. If you're 4 people, you just, it's math. It's math. Alrighty.
What about the baking powder?
The bacon, oh yeah, I can get my
And
dry
the
ingredients.
cinnamon.
Sure, let me, okay, I'll get some more ingredients. Camera girl's in a rush here to get that stuff. So we're gonna put vanilla, we're gonna put cinnamon, and one of the most important ingredients is baking powder. Because these pancakes are banana and flour, not flour, banana and not flour, banana and egg. So you need this so it'll kind of look like you made it with flour. Because this is going to give it the puffy, bready type texture that you're looking for. And I think that's it. Oh, we're going to need some oil for our skillet. And now I think we got everything we need. Let's see. But let me go ahead and crack my egg. Let me crack my vegetarian hippie egg. And you're going to want to use 1 egg to 1 banana. So we'll go ahead and whisk this up first. Let me get the egg off my hand.
Egg off your face.
My handy dandy whiskeroony. And we'll give this a mild beating, which will bring back memories of my childhood. We don't have to talk about it. I'm almost over that now. So we'll go ahead and peel our banana and then toss it on the floor because the sink is so small in this kitchen. So don't step backwards. Camera girl, else we'll have a really funny video. Alrighty, let me de-banana my hands.
And those of us that don't like whisk, you can do this with a fork.
You could do it with a fork, but a whisk will be much better. But we'll go ahead and turn this into a kind of a liquidy consistency before we add the rest of our ingredients. And you can mash this up any way you like. Like Camera Girl says, you can use a fork. But I like to use as few utensils as possible. So just a bowl and a whisk and a spatula and a skillet are really all the material ingredients you're going to need for this.
All the equipment.
Well, the most important piece of equipment that you need is an enormous brain.
How about just a curious brain?
And an appetite. A curious brain, that's true. Alrighty. So that's getting jellified enough. Let me go ahead and add in a few more of these ingredients. We'll do a dib-dab of vanilla. And that was a bit much for one person. But, you know, you can be really flexible. Can you have too much vanilla? Probably not. A little bit of cinnamon.
You don't have to put any cinnamon or
No. You definitely don't have to put vanilla or cinnamon. But it really makes the pancake scrumptious.
Yes.
If you do, try to cut down on the racket of my bowl. And like I said, the most importante ingredient is the baking powder.
That hasn't gone out of date.
Yeah, you definitely want to use baking powder that's not too old. And this is double acting baking powder. So it reacts when you add it to the liquid. And then it also reacts when you add it to the pan. And this is about 1/4 teaspoon. So do about 1/4 teaspoon for every banana that you use. And that's a good ratio. So we'll mix this up. Super duper party pooper. And then we'll leave this alone for a few minutes and let that baking powder start to react and get some bubble action going with our little mix there. And while this is bubbling up, I'll go ahead and turn my stove on. And we'll put it on medium heat. And I'm using a cast iron skillet. which is good for this. A little bit of oil in there. Not a whole lot. Let's see. And I'm going to add some blueberries. Now this is already going to have a lot of flavor because the banana has a lot of banana flavor. And it was kind of a semi-elderly banana. So as bananas get older, they get more banana-y. But if you don't like bananas, then this isn't the pancake for you. If you're not in love with bananas, use a less ripe banana. Because like I said, the older the banana gets, the more opinionated it's going to be.
You're just talking about yourself.
That's right. So that's just a few blueberries right out of the freezer. And I don't have to thaw these out. But I'll go ahead and throw it in the microwave just for a few moments. Just to kind of loosen it up a little bit. And I got some whole walnuts in here. But I pulled the chopped walnuts out. You can use any kind of walnuts you like. But chopped walnuts are great in banana pancakes. And I won't say it's essential, but I would add some kind of nut. I don't know, pancakes without nuts in it, it doesn't have enough texture. Or a nice resistant fruit. Like blueberries isn't going to add much texture. But I really like cranberries. If you got cranberries add nice texture to pancakes.
You can also put some fruit and nuts on the top.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to mix this up in the batter. I'm just going to add it in afterwards. Or maybe I'll do a little bit of both. So I'll take a handful of walnuts and throw that in there now. And then I'll add some on top of the pancakes as they cook. Still, watch out for that banana down there. That banana peel. You didn't get the banana peel shot? That's classic. I'll go ahead for insurance purposes and go ahead and pick that up.
Thank you.
Off the floor. Let's see how my skillet's going here. You want to make sure that your skillet is nice and hot before you put your batter in there. Because you don't want your batter to run all over the place. Let me grab a little thing here. I like to scoop my batter out with a little cup. And how much time we got on the pancakes so far?
8.5 minutes.
8.5 minutes? Oh, this is going a lot slower than I thought. But we're ready. We're ready now.
And how can you tell? Because little bubbles appeared on the batter.
Oh, well, you know, it's been a few minutes, so it doesn't take long. Alrighty. And maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself because it's not reacting the way I want it to. But it feels nice and warm. So dreamy, I could almost fall asleep on this skillet, which would be a bad idea. But let me go ahead and give it a few more moments.
Well, that's the one thing about a cast iron, because it's so thick, it can take a little bit to...
Yeah. But it's getting going here in a little bit. So what can I talk about? I could talk about my day. Oh, we can talk about the syrup. Because we got a couple of kinds of pancake syrup. You know, because you don't have to have pancake syrup for your banana pancakes. Because your banana pancakes, they're not going to be as dry as flour pancakes. So they already have a kind of innate moisture coming up out of them that, you know, it's nice to have syrup to moisturize your flour pancakes. But your banana pancakes are already going to have a little bit of ooziness.
That may not be the way to describe it.
Yeah, probably not the right word. But Camera Girl, she likes to get the expensive organic. This is amber rich taste. Like this here is the kind I like. Robust. Like if you get maple syrup, they got different grades. What do they got? Like delicate, amber, and robust, or
I agree
light,
with you. This
medium?
has more of this has a stronger flavor.
Yeah, robust. This here is just a hint of maple. We don't want the hint of maple.
Well, for some things we do.
Okay, I think I jawed enough. I think this will. I'm ready now. And I usually get like 3 dinky little pancakes.
These aren't dinky.
For every banana. And I wish I had a bigger skillet. But this will do.
Sure. Patience is a virtue.
Yes, but not in a real-time video. So don't do it exactly like I'm doing it here because these pancakes should be cooking a little bit faster now. But I got it on medium heat, but I put them in there too quick. But let me go ahead and get my plate ready over here. for my pancake mealio. And you don't want any, right, camera girl?
No.
That's right, because this is just going to be enough for me.
You paid me to say that.
Alrighty, so I'll throw my semi-thawed out blueberries in here. And I pulled these frozen out of the fridge, but it doesn't take any time for blueberries to thaw out. And I've already got just a wee little bit of walnut in these pancakes, but I'm going to add just a little bit more.
Well, you could use the blueberries as the topping instead of syrup, too.
For sure, for sure. You definitely don't have to have syrup for banana pancakes, but I like that mapley flavor.
Some people like chocolate chips.
Oh, chocolate chips. Yeah, sometimes I do put chocolate chips in my pancakes, in the banana pancakes. In fact, I don't think we have any chocolate chips right now. I think I emptied out the bag.
I have to hide the chocolate chips from Chef Buck.
Yeah, she doesn't do a very good job though, because I eventually find them. And I have a bad habit of just grabbing a handful of chocolate chips and a handful of peanuts.
No, you find them when I put them in the chocolate chip drawer. I have others hidden.
Yeah. You know you have a problem when you have a specific drawer in the house called the chocolate chip drawer. That's how we know we have difficiles. But now my pancakes are going super duper, but I want to make sure and not turn them until I got a nice cooked side, because pancakes, these banana pancakes, they fall apart pretty easily unless you give them enough time to set well on that one side. Now the good thing about banana pancakes is that you can flip them multiple times if necessary. Now when you're making flour pancakes, you just want to cook them on one side and give them one flip. And you don't want to flip them anymore because they'll turn into roof shingles, the more you flip them. But with banana pancakes, it doesn't really matter. But still, you want to give it enough time on one side so that they don't fall apart. And I sort of feel that I can flip them now. Let's see.
Starting to be aromatic.
We'll see. So let me give them a little separation here. We'll see how it looks on this one side, and I'll flip this one that I put in first. And I can tell it's already going to work out. See, look at that beautiful color on there. It just took me a while to get there. But fortunately, I didn't put an over amount of oil in here, so it didn't soak up a lot of oil. But like I said, these banana pancakes are going to still be pretty wet. In fact, I'll give this a few more moments because I can feel it doesn't want to flip without falling apart, because they will fall apart easily if you don't give it enough time on that one side. So what else do I need? Hey, you know what? I could put powdered sugar on it if I want to. You know how when you get your little stack of pancakes and then you put a little powdered sugar on there? Looks so nice on regular pancakes. But again, probably don't need it for banana pancakes, because bananas come with their own sweetness. Well, look at that. It fell apart.
Still going to taste great.
No. I can still fix it. But that's what you got to be careful of with banana pancakes, because they fall apart very easily if you don't give it enough time to set. And that was an overly large one, and I didn't give it enough time to set. But I'll be able to flip it again, and it's not going to be a problem. Boop. But see how lovely they look? It's a nice color on there. And you can see they're starting to rise because we put that baking powder in there. So even though it is egg and banana, the main ingredients, it's still going to have a bready texture.
Let's just say it rises a little bit.
No. It's going to have a bready texture. It's kind of like banana bread without the bread part.
That's okay, sort of.
Yeah, definitely. But 1 egg for every banana, and then about 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder is all you need. And usually when Camera Girl and I make this for breakfast, I'll usually use 2 bananas and 2 eggs. And then that's plenty enough for both of us. Because this here, that's enough for one person. No problemos.
But they're also dense.
Yes, they are dense. Now this is the one I flipped first. Boom. Look at that. Can you get focus in on there?
Mm-hmm.
See, doesn't that look bready and pancakey? Now this is the one I flipped that fell apart. As you can see, I pushed it back together and it's holding together nicely.
It forgave you.
At this point. And you can just flip them as much as you want. Like if you flipped it and it didn't have enough color, you could just flip it again and get that color that you wanted on there. Which is a no-no if you're making flour pancakes. But that's it. Really there's nothing to cook with these pancakes. You know, once the egg is cooked, that's all you're looking for. So I'll put my ugly broken pancake on the bottom, and I'll put the next size on top. Boop, boop, boop. And I'll put my beautiful, most photogenic pancake on the top. And that's it.
Hey, you got a couple of blueberries and sauce. You can put that on the top.
All right.
Make it look pretty.
That's true. I will do that.
Instead of powdered sugar.
Let's see. So I will put a few nuts. And I will put a few of my extra added blueberries.
Ooh, you better pour that juice under. That's good.
No, but that's not going to look good in a picture if I do that. I got to think about the picture. And I will take a little bit of the robust pancake syrup. Are you going to drop the camera?
I was moving in.
And that's it. Look at that. So what's the time on there?
17 minutes.
No way, really?
Yes.
Holy cow, this took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. But you know, I did a lot of talking, I did a lot of squawking, we were waiting for the skillet. So there was a lot of things that really I couldn't help. But maybe you'll be able to make them faster. But there you have it, from scratch, start to finish. It's ready for Bon Appetit magazine. Martha Stewart would probably be embarrassed by this, but still, she would eat them. So now we'll take it and we'll roll it up and we'll make a sandwich. No, that's not working.
What?
But let me tear this apart so you can look in there. Look at that. Is it focusing?
Yeah.
See how bready that is? It looks like banana bread and it smells like banana bread. I mean, they're delicious. Now you could use a knife and a fork to eat your pancakes.
Yes.
If you wanted to. But you know, this is faster. So that's it. I'm just going to eat my my pancakes with my hands like a savage and enjoy my lonely little breakfast. And what are you going to have, Camera Girl? Yogurt?
You just turn your back and see what happens to that plate. Smells really good.
So now you want one of these pancakes?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and eat the top one with my hand, and I'll actually let you eat the next one down with a fork.
Whatever.
But come here, look how bready that is.
Yeah, we got it.
Doesn't it look like a pancake?
But it is a little denser.
Yeah. It's not nearly as light and fluffy and airy as a pancake. But it still has some fluffy airiness to it. I'm really manhandling these cakes.
Guess you're hungry.
I'm going to have to put a picture of some different pancakes in here because I didn't take my thumbnail picture.
That's
Oh,
all
that's
right.
all
You
right.
can make them again.
I'll take a picture next time we make another batch. But there you have it. Boom. If you want to print this recipe, go over to myfoodchannel.com. You can find all our recipes over there. Thanks for watching.
Slow
And
down,
we'll see you
boy.
next weekend. Bye.
Bye-bye. Now time to share.
Yeah, you can get some utensils and help yourself.
Why do I have to have utensils?
You don't have to.
You're showing me the way.